Good morning, my fellow travelers on Spaceship Earth. It is I, and I am Guy. As I translate to that which is or less sense, I don't know. I am continuing this massive job. For those of you unaware of what I'm doing, I am paring down my life. Thousands upon thousands of pieces of paper that I've been carrying around with me, or for that matter, thousands upon thousands of pieces of paper that I've been carrying for my dad, or for my mom, as the case may be, are all here, which includes things like pay stubs from my dad's pretty much every job he ever had. And for that matter, jobs that mom had. So all of these don't necessarily, I don't need to keep each and every one of these. I really don't. All I need to do is keep the ones that are important first, maybe last. Just kind of going through for this one, that's all I'm going to do is first, plausibly last, first and last. All right. 1 week's salary, $103.65. This is kind of funny, and I think this is mom, because this belongs to the oil company of some sort. I think this is my mom, and I've already been kind of pulling up the staples in all of these. So what I'm doing now is just getting rid of the staples, because I don't need to keep all of these. This is from 6/23 to 6/30 of 1969. Christmas bonus. Second half employment agency fee. Doesn't say what they made in the last parts of these weeks, though. Just has the FICA and the withholding, which I find somewhat entertaining. And then this is the second half of this, which took place I'll put these back together in case I want to mess with them, because this is obviously during 1970. Now, why in the world would I want to keep these, you may ask? And I often ask myself that as well. I could just toss all this stuff and then not have to worry about it. But this gives me an accurate timeline of exactly when things were happening. And this is a time when lots of things were happening in my parents' lives. They were very young, and they were moving around a lot. And this is one of those things where the last one says June 1st through June 15th of 1970. And that gives me a good idea of what was going on. Right? Withholding was $30, FICA was $12. So at this point, they're making about twice as much as they did when they started. I'm of the opinion that all of these are probably of some sort. And I think that's all I want to keep of these. And this just gives just enough to know if there was a second half employment bonus thing or whatever. And this and this and this will be all I'll keep of this record. Mom was a local hire secretary for Universal. That's kind of cool because here's her first check stubs from Universal. Always a plus to have. It's interesting because this was in a day before we had that amazing device that keeps track of all of these things. So if you didn't keep your stubs and somebody said you didn't get paid and you have to pay your taxes, you had to go back and prove it by showing them your pay stubs. So there's a reason for my dad to keep this, although it wasn't really a reason for him to keep it through 2024, but it's all right. Wouldn't have known back then. He just put it in a box, not knowing that at some point his son would have to go, oh, what's in this box? So April, December of 68. April. My mother was making a whole $150. Oh, these go backwards. Must have driven my dad mad. Donna, you put these in reverse. Let's see if these are in reverse too. Oh, they are not. She made almost exactly the same amount when she started as when she ended. Beginning, end. Okay. Problem with Brown and Root is I've already done a whole mess of scanning of these guys before I got into this. Before I did this way using the camera. So I'm not 100% sure that all of these are the beginning and end of this with my dad. He worked in an oil company for quite a while, so we don't know for sure. Let's see. This is the week 7/10/70. He got paid weekly, and this is through to 71. So we know that much. These are all not Brown and Root. These are all Brown and Root. That's 12/25, 71. So at least now he went another year. And here's 1/1/72. All I'm doing here is just sorting these. I know my mom worked for a health club for a while there. And these are the pay stubs for it. She was an instructor. Don't know what she instructed. It's a health club, so I find that kind of entertaining. 3/31/71. 15, some new ones. Instructor / manager. Whoa, whoa, whoa. $400 every 50 days, huh? That's a bunch of... That's why. I'll keep these because something happened. She started out as an instructor and ended up a manager. All the way until 9:30. This speaks a lot of like her history. That's cool. All right, so that's the next one. Got all of the brown and root ones. Marriott ones are a little more complicated because I think we have one set that's Houston and then one set that's going to be Denver, and that's going to be two different things we're going to deal with. You guys may be wondering, why is he saying so much about his history online? Because I never use history as I never use family history as anything for like passports or anything like that. Passwords. My passwords are never history. Naturally, they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, come on, everybody knows that. I don't need to worry about my password. It's already out there. Everybody has it. Man, these staples have been in here for 50 years. You don't want to come out. All right. This is 21172. Right, and this one says shop number 84503. This one's unit number 71901. 84503. There we go, 4503. His code changes here to there, which means we can keep you and you. 71901, 901, 71901. It's still there, and it says happy birthday. So all of the paychecks at the bottom here have pithy little sayings, right? Which is what I'm entertained by, right? Yeah. If the other one wasn't bad enough, this one's got 3 staples in it. Good morning, Donald. How are you this beautiful morning? There we go. Those two came out relatively quickly. There we go. Low energy. feel that in my bones, my friend. I feel that in my bones. All right. 84503 start. 84503 end. Why am I keeping all of these? Eight 4503 start. 84503 end. Keep that one as the upside down one because it's kind of cute to see the background. That's cool. We're making it through. All right. So these were all my dad's pay stubs, which my dad apparently kept. Not only was it pay stubs for my dad, but apparently he also kept my mom's pay stubs. So I think, I mean, I was saying this before, I'm laughing and chuckling, but I really think what happened was it was back in the era when if they audited you, you had to present pay stubs. They couldn't just, pull up your records somewhere. So I think that he kept his pay stubs for that very reason. And I am going to put them out here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to photograph just the first and the last, because this tells me when he changed jobs. Right? So this tells me a little bit about what's going on in his world, his time. And then once he changes jobs, once my dad changes jobs out, I will not worry about it anymore. All right. And so now that he's changed jobs, technically speaking, at this point in time in his life, changed to a different job. He was working for an oil company before that, and here are the oil company commentary. The only reason I'm keeping these pay stubs at all is simply so that we can have the times, the start dates, and the end dates, right? And then I can throw all of these away. Everything else that I throw away. My mom's 2 pay slips from when she worked for Universal Studios, which started her whole career. It's kind of cool to see the pay stubs for that. You know what I mean? Like, that's neat. Not only that, like, this one's kind of cool. This is my mom's pay stubs. And she worked at like a health place or something. And she was there for 1 pay period before they promoted her to manager. Oh. I saw that story. That's still rough. I'm with you, my brother. My heart is definitely with you. And what a senseless thing, too. Stupid random things going on. Kind of wish I'd done this before. Yeah. That is so horrible. I don't even know what to say. There's no words for it. I feel like that's kind of been a thing for a while. You know what I mean? Like, it's been working on it. Slowly getting to that point, you know? Yeah. And it's not like you live in a bad neighborhood either. You really don't. It's not like it's a horrible neighborhood. Yeah. But it's changing. This is not a bad piece. 10 minutes. It's a Harrier jump jet. Man. definitely is a choice. I'm certainly not going to naysay you on that. But there's kind of a lot of other factors involved. It's not as clean cut anymore. Once was, but it's not. So just keep that kind of in mind. Remember, my mom was a cop at one point in time too. And oddly, it's getting to the point where it's funny, but when she was working back in the 80s, we really thought it was horrible. Like, it was terrible. It is tough. It's definitely not a fun job to have, no. I'm just over here getting things, if you're wondering. Robert Stewart's record jacket. A lot of weird rando things. I'm not sure what to think about all these rando things, but it says Dad's work. (9/6/23). I guess Dad's work refers to me as in Dad, not as in my dad as in Dad. That's the only thing I can guess here. To Sarah. All right. This is my dad's military paperwork. I didn't tell you, I don't know if you were on the show when I was digitizing all of these, but my dad, you know how everything in the military is in triplicate. My dad kept all the triplicates. At first, I just thought he went on leave all the time, because I ended up with, here's his instructions for leave. Here's some more instructions for leave. Here's more instructions for leave. And I've got these are his orders. And he's taking all these orders for leave, and it's like, It's totally his OCD. His OCD is kind of sad. I feel like sometimes whenever I see his OCD, I feel bad. Not bad. I mean, I feel sad in a lot of ways. But I mean, there's so much that I feel like I really wish he could I really wish that there was a way that we could have helped him figure it out. Early care and education projects. These don't belong to me and don't want to be kept, so these do not. Child care, these are all. Keep one, but I don't think she needs all. I'll digitize the heck out of this. I don't know, man. I feel like he speaks in tongues. Just saying. So. This jacket may be used as a temporary 201 file. Turn this flap back. Oh yeah, I guess so. Records checklist. Yeah. All of us, that was what they were doing with me too. I mean, I got out of it to some degree, but yeah, I was on Ritalin for a while, and I have to admit, Ritalin does help. It makes things better. But like this morning, I'm not on Ritalin right now because I don't need to be. All I've got to do is put a piece of paper under here and take a picture of it. It's not that complicated and it's not that difficult. I won't miss things. So there's times when it's okay to go unmedicated. But there are times where there's no chance in hell I'm going unmedicated, because if I do, I will say or do something and regret my life choices. There's a lot of times where not 100% sure how I don't know why these are here. I don't know if I necessarily need to keep these at all. Went downstairs and got another folder of my stuff. So the thing about Ritalin is, if you actually have ADD, it slows you down. And it's the quickest and easiest way to tell whether you have attention deficit or not, because it's effectively speed. So if you take Ritalin and it slows your butt down, then that part of your brain is miswired or incorrectly wired. And so But if they put you on speed and you speed up, then you don't actually have attention deficit disorder. It was actually the first real way that people were able to determine that it wasn't just kids being belligerent and stupid, but instead it was like, oh wow, look at that. Kind of like that shit. Nothing past that page. That's the last page that's in this book. Okay, so you are my last picture. Yep. Yeah, and it's one of those things. Like, I was just talking today with my friend and on my walk. The thing that sucks about ADD is that it doesn't look like something's wrong with you. I'm not. Good morning, Brent. I'm obviously not missing an arm or something. No. Child's handwriting. Definitely is. Oh, sucre bleu! Look at the original piece that I just found. Yeah, doing homework too fast. Back in the days where, like, see, that's one of the frustrating things about the universe. Oh man, there's a piece nobody's ever seen. Because it's not finished. Or for that matter, this piece. I think it may have been more than a year ago there, Brent. I'm not 100% sure, because the world just sort of blurs together. And, like all good idiots, I didn't sign it at all. Or this one. Nor this one. So, you know, particularly idiotic me. Although this is still good watercolor paper, and I probably ought to keep it. And do more paintings. Right? Nobody here disagrees. Practice. I mean, these are actual. This, however, keep that piece. I am not keeping all of my art. Yeah. It really is not worth it to argue. Brent usually knows these things, so I'm not going to complain or argue at all. Kyushoku ga nai hi wa karutsu wa karutsuon? Karushi. Oh, karushimu. Karushimi. Kyushoku. Why do I have... What in the world? This is school lunch. I mean, yeah, we can make it school lunch calendar. Why do we have a school lunch calendar? Especially since, I mean, school lunch. Whose school? These are the things that I want to know. Whose school was this? I mean, it's disgustingly cute, as all things are. Now I want curry. Curry rice. Oh. Well, that's useful information. I mean, not for me, because it's like, watch out, because you tend to have a drop off on energy during your period, which, hey, that's something to know, I guess. Japanese are not quite as gun shy about this discussion as we are. No, I don't see any reason why Japan would change position. A good holiday. Hello. Bando shi iwai 4481-3 Rio Pulse Renfnado Kato Yumi. She has my actual didn't realize I had given my actual address to one of my students. That's probably not one of my wiser moves. Frequently answered questions. Well, this is useful. Dings, dents, windshield. I may be wrong. I mean, could be true. CC. I could not shake them. CC. All right. Some train tickets. Looks like we've got a few things that are otosan. Sayonara. Okay, I need to stop trying to write in Japanese because I clearly can't. Dear teachers, I sent you this letter for introducing the new payroll clerk, Mrs. Saiga. As I moved to the different department, now she mainly does payroll accounting at Tokyo office. If you have any concerns or inquiries regarding your paycheck, please contact her. However, if you work as ALT, then you would better to contact to your branch manager first. I have been payroll clerk at Interact for almost 10 years. I would really appreciate your support. I assume I could not work for that long without your support. I hope I could send you my warmest expressions of appreciation for your efforts. I enjoy new position, and of course, I still stay Interact, so please keep in touch. I don't know, man. It's a map of Tokyo Disneyland in English. Just saying. That's some Sailor Moon stickers. I need to make a sticker thing for collecting stickers. Because I collect stickers, apparently. Shiru, no shiru. Oh, hold it all. They're all shiru. These are all One Piece shiru. No, these are all Dragon Ball shiru. Firefighter. Oh, that's right. Boy, my kids lived on stickers. So you could always totally give them stickers, and they were just all about that. Hey guys, Mo smoking. Mo smoking. That's a good question. She's doing okay-ish. Still kind of working through that. She's got some problems. Man, everybody had a business card. I swear to God. She's had some problems, but COVID had the worst timing for her because she was just about to flee Japan. So she was about to leave. I'm going to keep all of these. I'm going to photograph all of these all at once, I think. Because this looks like all stuff from Japan, which I could just take pictures of and keep and not have to worry about carrying them everywhere. Same with this. It's a letter to thank you for teaching me English for 4 years during I have met you. At first, I was not interested in English very much, but after I met you, although English, I have been enjoying English. I'm sorry that I have to say goodbye. Aw. Please do not forget everyone at the elementary school. Thank you for teaching us English. What time you have? And she's a 6th grader. That's not bad for a 6th grader. That's better than a lot of my 7th graders. I'm just saying. My 7th graders were, they were horrible. It was a lot of that belongs to my character sheet. So that's a thing. Dear Mr. Guy, hello, Guy Sensei. I learned a lot of things from you. I enjoyed English talking with you. Oh, this is from Mai. I liked her. She was cool. Good kid. They were all good kids. It's part of it. She's Manaka. Guy, help. I've got a couple of days of dinner for you for a big favor. Tonight's menu, chicken soup. This is from, I don't know, but whoever it is, that's it. That's an American, or at least English speaker, because that's pretty straight up. Okay, well, Mr. Guy. Tonight, Takashi. Speaking of the aforementioned adorable fluffy child. Looks like we got various notes, which probably should be pulled out. Coach Sensei, I swear. Guy Sensei, thank you very much for your nice talking. You inspire me to study English hard. I'm happy to be able to work with you. Oh, that's Taiko. I remember her. She was cool. She was cool. They were all cool. You know, I just made fun of my dad for saving pay stubs, and here's one of my pay stubs. Just made fun of my father for the same thing. And just did. Hiroshima Castle. This is a JR ticket for 5,600 or 56,000 yen. This is Shinkansen. Niban. Yutaka. It's all like squished. Ah, there we go. Hiroshima. H. Tokyo kara Hiroshima made. Okay, so this is the ticket from when we rode the Shinkansen from Tokyo to Hiroshima. Somebody's schedule. Heisei 20年 Ando Shitate Sashima Chugakko. Oh, that's my school. This is my school. My schedule. Weird, like, kept it for reasons? Still working on this. The Yamato Museum. That was the bestest thing ever. Here's a map of Hiroshima. And random tickets from Denver to Houston. That doesn't belong to any of this stuff. So, at some point, I lost my license because you can only have your license for a certain amount of time in Japan before you have to go get a new license. So I went down there to get my new license, and I failed the test. It was so weird. I say that because apparently foreigners always fail the test. So it's kind of one of those things. Oh, well, it didn't help me. Tochigi-ken. I knew so many people. Anyway, I failed the test. Tanaka-sensei, I swear. Crack me up every time. My Kocho sensei was, hey, some user. Oh. Hi, hey, guy. Long time no see. How are you? I'm fine. I want to meet you. Do you still do Kyudo? Of course, I do it every day. I'm going to participate in the athletic meet in Shimodate on January 4th. How about you? Yes. If you are going to be there, I want to talk with you. stopped writing there. Kato Yumi. Kato Yumi. My dear, dear Kato Yumi. So I had this one student who she spent some time being very sick. Like there was something, she was in the hospital for a while with some kind of ailment. I'm not sure what it was because they said it in Japanese and I don't know ailments in Japanese. So I was like, oh, I don't know. Anyway, dear Mr. Guy, I love your English lessons. You continued a lesson so busy though. I appreciate it. Interesting story. Let me see. Now I remember Duck's Family, F-A-M-I-R-R-Y, lives in Small River in front of my house. And at June time of the year, there are many children. They're so cute. I just see very happy. This, like I said, for selling supplement. My address. Very popular. Okay. I'm reading student letters. Yes, sometimes I will be here. And, we were going to do this. We were going to do like this sort of, and then we didn't. We just stopped at some point. Yakimochi. Put in the flour again. Make it shaped like Hamburg. Hamburg. Clearly the city. Pull out air. Shape puts on the mayoga leaf. Oil grind and leaf sticks to burn. So it overturns when stick to burn finish. I mean, that makes it all just totally straightforward right there. I think we may be out of that because here's a picture I have done of, I have to cover it up because it's, of course, nudity and I don't want to be banned. My very first digest, guys. Complete with guy doodles. So this is November of 1991. It's definitely an artifact. Adventures League. Pyro Lindler. Another character. All right. Reference. Reference apparently involves doctor's stuff, which should probably be scanned in a different way instead of this, which looks like this was just a folder I carried with me to do various things, and I'm pretty sure landing August 1983. August 30th, 1984, Mars is 44 degrees ahead of Earth. 85 solar minimum, cycle 21 begins. Manned Mars mission would be at the end of 1985. 87 is the last solar minimum. right? It says Nandeskan. Nandeskan is the convention I go to all the time. And whoa. Map and guide of the Space Center of Houston. And you. And probably you. And I don't know who that is, but somebody drew that, and that's convention. So I belong to, and have belonged to for a very long time, a convention called Nandeskan. Nandeskan was started in 1997. I'm like, why did that not sound right? 1997, and it was an anime convention here in Denver. And it has been going ever since then. Claustrophobia. That's interesting. It's been going ever since then, and has been sort of something that I'm looking through this to see if any of this needs to be kept, because I don't think any of this needs to be kept. This is what I call my yellow book. And then I call it my yellow book because of the yellow pages in it. But my yellow book was a book that I made, which was so that I could carry it around with me whenever I'm out and about and wandering around and doing things where the timeline of Witches of Flame, so that I'll keep because it's got a lot of additional stuff, but none of the rest of it needs to be kept. So anyway, what I was saying was Nandeskan, oh yeah, it's totally a joke. So it is a joke about, what is it, right? Because nobody knows what Nandeskan really is. Oh, well, that will keep scanning at some point. This guy, fighters and large spaceships. Like, that's a battleship for Bellatrix Rising. This is where the kiddo was trying to write comics for me, which was very sweet of him. Because these are all like really weird versions of Springs. Were hysterical in his. Ho ho ho! But we will keep those. Look at that. In here. I am throwing many things away, but I'm not throwing everything away. Which side? Global Comics? There's a Gateway or Global Comics. That's not good. Also, there are people who have getting paid a lot more money, whose problem that has become. 98. Artwork from 98. Nope. Ho, 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 ho. Do not put this with your child. This is not your child's artwork. This is your child's artwork. This is my artwork. Just as this is my artwork. See my name? It's right there. My artwork. Cincinnati. This is my great-grandmother's artwork. That does not belong to me anymore. Huh. Well, G.S. Davis art is down because I've screwed something up on the A listings. That's actually expected. I have an idea. Cool. I don't know what that idea is because we never got to page 2. That's the thing. Yeah, I expect mine to be blown up. My website's toast because I'm still messing with it. I've got a problem with it. I'm just saying my gateway should be down. Okay. Hi, Sansi. Or Sansi. Sansi. This is the weirdest set of W2s from 2009. Definitely use that. Did you report every one of them? I feel like all of this is critically important, but I'm not. I don't know. Doing all right, Sensi. How are you doing? If feel kind of sad whenever I read these things and I'm like, man, I've been carrying this around forever. Holy cow. This is a buddy of mine. Oh, February 20th, 1994. Carrying that around for a day or two. The official art of 5-star stories. Always cool. Very clampy. Ridiculously clampy. Even the mecha are very clampy. That's a thing. Oof. This is ridiculously clamp. I don't think I care. All right. Parade from 2003. 100 years after the Wright brothers' achievement at Kitty Hawk, America begins the wonder of flight. Okay. Intriguing. Not sure what I'm saving for. These are submissions when I sent my comic off in 1998. I sent comics off to be evaluated from various places to see if anybody wanted to hire me. And these are returned to sender. Undeliverable. So, rejection letters. I keep the rejection letters, but I'm not going to keep them forever. All the timing for the animation that I once did for Legend of Innocence, which was cool. Oh, Lightning's original artwork. Don't need to keep that necessarily, but I can take pictures of this and throw it away. Ah, yes. Even more. In case anybody ever feels bad about getting rejected, I kept all of my rejection letters just in case. So what's going on in your world there, Sansi? This, I know what this is. And I feel like I should keep it because it doesn't belong to me. I should scan it all in. So there was a guy who made beautiful music, and then he passed away. And I was going to transcribe his music. And I know someone who is probably better suited for it than I am, and that would be my child. He's markedly better suited for these things than me. This starts stuff that belongs to my grandmother. What the heck's going on here? Needle sizes. This is for the Bernina sewing machines. Anything specific to, no. 1985. 1985. I don't need to keep any of this. Other than that, which we had for a while, but then got destroyed in a move. So, there's that. Rule book for BattleTech. Absolutely adore BattleTech. However, the rule book is kind of random. needs to go downstairs to where all my rule books live. Oh. This actually does belong to Ken, just like it says. Weird. Still trying to figure out what. Behold, guys, my original copy, or at least what's left of my original copy of Adventure or the Expedition to Barrier Peaks. But there's only just the maps left. That's it. The rest of it's gone and has vanished many moons ago. We don't have to feel bad, because later I bought a hardback edition of it. And what I will do is put this in here, because that fits. And again, why are you not downstairs where all the gaming stuff is? This is my New Horizons textbook, the textbook I taught out of when I was in school. Always loved this. More shooter. Dear Guy, thank you for teaching all of us English. We won't say goodbye, so we'll say see you later. 私たちはガイ先生との思い出しを忘れない。平成19年中秋じゃ女性 That's sweet. So this is from my second years saying goodbye when I left. I find that sweet. I will definitely keep that. Thank you for everything. I'll never forget you. There's a whole mess of these that are over there that I will keep. And then there's a whole bunch of goofy people here. I don't know these people. I know these people. Consulate group. More seals. Hey, it's my goofy sister. I like my goofy sister. My goofy sister came out and visited me while I was there. That was cool. These are lovely. Oh. And then, of course, the famous hokusai in a holder that's the famous hokusai. Which makes some sense, I guess, in its own twisted way. Oh, that just added a whole level of weird to this. Put the hokusai inside the hokusai. Easily entertained. Sama. These are all of Mariah's. I'll keep these for her and do as I was doing many other things, and I will just ultimately photograph them and then throw them away. That's a interesting push plane. I will take a picture of that somewhere online. The Gasuraki Bible. I don't know if Gasuraki needs to be kept. I feel like Gasuraki had a different feel to it. I mean, it was still a mecha anime, but it had a lot of interesting twists to it that I wasn't following as well. Miharu. And this is that weird era of anime that we were in the like mid 90s, where they drew children, but they drew them like they'd been put through a spaghetti stretcher or something. I don't know. Sometimes I find the weirdest things. Okay. Question. Who is your favorite singer, teacher, actor, actress? Who is your best friend? Okay. Oh. Teaching English was a thing. Here's my schedule. It's kind of a weird thing to see, but here is my schedule and lesson plan. I find that fascinating, if nothing else. I will keep one of these and just take a picture of it. And here is the schedule and lesson plan when it was filled out. These are all the classes and where I needed to be. Because I usually hung out with each one of the teachers at least once. Okay. Let's make sentences. Okay, no. I'll take pictures of those. Okay. Yonkai. What? Oh. Really? My first years. Oh, this is Nyugakshiki. Oh, it is Nyugakshiki. So it's new student arrival or whatever for when. Oh, Heisei Niju. Oh no. Oh, it's Kaikeki. It's graduation. These are my graduating kids for the last year I was there. 86 boys, 71 girls for a total of 157 graduates for my third years. Some interesting facts about my school, if you ever were interested. School song. There's the school song. Gosh, I don't know if I can remember what the school song sounded like. Miss my school. I miss my school a lot. Is this the... These are all of the goodbye messages, including mine. These are all messages from each one of the teachers. Which I find somewhat sad. I'm not throwing this one away, though. This means a lot to me. But it's not going to sit in a box anymore, guys. Oh, man. Some of their students' art is in here. Students' art. Stamps. Like, these are all the students' things. These are junior hires. I'm just saying. Make me sick. My kids were so good at art. Not all of them, but really. You know, this is from junior high. Sasima. Oh, I just could not get them to. Man. So there's two ways to read Japanese. There's the commonly accepted way now, and what we called Hepburn. And the Hepburn tried to make everything fit. It's a map of my school. Nino Ichi, Nino Ni, Nino San, Nino Yon. I spent way too much time in the second year's classes. Ichi no Yon, Ichi no San, Ichi no Ni, Ichi no Ichi. I didn't realize that Yon Kumi was in the front of every one of these classes. Oh my god. Like every classroom. Wait, what? Hello everyone, daily questions. Super input 2. Practicing for reading, speaking, and writing with Gai Sensei. The curriculum. Oh yeah. The curriculum was may I and could you. So sometimes we were audited, we allowed the teachers or the parents to come in and see how our class ran. As you were wondering, that's a Macross 0. That's a VF0. Loves that VF0. Look at that pretty thing. Aw, character designs. Yeah, this one I might actually scan because nothing else. Good heavens. The 0 is a pretty ship. Just saying. Hachimaki. Okay, well, this is a good hachimaki. A hachimaki is a headband. And this one's from my school. So it's my school's headband. It's noon. This explains why I'm hungry. I'm like sitting here, I'm super hungry. Chugakse. Where'd you go? New Zealand? All right. Well, guys, I'm sure you have been just as enthralled as I am. But I think it's about time for us to say goodbye. And I could do the Mickey Mouse thing if you want. And do the, and now it's time to say goodbye to all our company. Huh. By now, you should have listened to or read the transcript of the coded message from Planet. We are pleased that you have accepted the challenge to attempt to qualify for the Halley Project. Pilots, this is no ordinary challenge, but you are not ordinary pilots. No mere neophyte could hope to fulfill these requirements. Halley Project was one of the best games that ever existed. I loved the Halley Project. see you real soon. Why? Because we like you. M-O-U-S-E. All right, guys. I am OOH. I'm going to go get lunch. And then continue this progressively more complicated and difficult work, which continues to be progressively more complicated and difficult every time I try to mess with it. Have a good day, everyone. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. I will see you on Sunday night as I resume this. Why are you having problems with me? Full time. I will see you Sunday night. And as always, keep your eyes on the stars. Goodbye.